Good morning, everybody. How is everybody this Sunday morning? I hope everybody's having a great day. This is the Sabbath. This is the 14th of July. One day closer to fall, which is good. Today it's just going to be the normal song and dance. Highs in the mid 90s. Humid as hell and going to be uncomfortable, all right? Now, they're also talking about a heat wave starting on Tuesday, and we're going to be looking at highs between 103 to 105 every day, which is going to affect the wind chill, and it's actually going to feel like 115 outside. So, you all be ready for the wind chill Tuesday. I'm thinking this heat wave is going to last for at least 3 weeks, all right? Everything that I've got here in my gathering center tells me that dome of high pressure is probably going to be around for about 3 weeks, and then we might get a break, okay? We might. I don't know. We might. If not, we got October coming soon, all right? 164 days until Christmas, guys. So you all need to get out there and get shopping. If you don't have your gifts already bought, you're behind the power curve, all right? Here's what I do. I go out, I buy all my Christmas gifts the day after Christmas. I get the shit, 50 to 75% off, okay? And then I give it away the next Christmas. Yeah, they may be behind a year in technology that way, but it saves you a lot of money, all right, guys? So think about doing that. All right, so anyway, I want to just give a shout out to my VIP members this morning. We got Bill Burkhart watching. We got Carl Gable watching. We got Belinda and Jim watching. Oh, my wife's watching. Well, crap, I was going to tell a dirty joke, but now I got to watch what I'm doing. So anyway, Sean, good morning. And, my wife's actually in the shower right now. Guys, now, here's a poll. Should I end this conversation and go and join her? Or should I go ahead and tell you this joke? I think I'll go ahead and tell you the joke. Because, anyway, good morning to everybody. All right. I hope everybody's having a great day. All that good stuff. All right. Well, let's get down to some talking, all right? That's what I'm getting paid to do. I get paid to talk, all right? I get paid to figure out situations and people's problems and all that stuff. So, anyway, all right. So, let's talk about what's going on in the great state of Oklahoma. Man, we have done a lot in Oklahoma this week, all right? We had a guy get arrested for whiskey, for a rattlesnake, and for uranium in his car, all right? Let's see, what else went on in Oklahoma this week? Hell, did you all hear what happened with the Oklahoma City Thunder? My God, they got rid of everybody. I mean, there ain't a bench warmer even on the team, all right? They got rid of everybody, including Aubrey McClendon's 22% in the team. Now, my question is, and late breaking, I'm bringing it to you first right here, all right, guys? All right. They have traded Rumble. Rumble just got traded. I'm getting this over my Gittner right now. Rumble just got traded to OSU. He's going to OSU because he's not expecting to win a national championship. And, hell, he can beat a wall. I mean, look what he does to a drum, all right? Imagine what he's going to do to that drum or to the wall at Butt Pickin' Stadium this fall, all right? He's coming to you guys in down there in Stillwater, all right? He doesn't expect to win a national championship. Oh, and then he's also got the haircut for it. Hell, he's going to fit right in with Coach Grundy, all right? Him and Grundy are going to be on the sidelines together. Hell, you may not even be able to tell them apart. I mean, And who knows, Rumble might accidentally coach a little bit better. I don't know. We'll see. So, anyway, my wife's still talking a lot of flack to me here real quick. Let me do something here. She said she's going to have a headache later. Well, all right. I'm going to go to Walmart here in a little bit. I'll buy you some extra tank Tylenol. That's all I can tell you. All right? I mean, no. I'll take care of your headache for you later, honey. All right? All right. So anyway. Okay, so that's what's happening with Oklahoma. Oklahoma City, they traded every freaking buddy, okay? Now, I've heard of rebuilding, all right? Now, I know a thing or two about rebuilding, all right? My mom and dad's house was just struck by lightning like a month ago, all right? Burned it to the ground, all right? They got to rebuild everything. They even got to take up the slab. You know what's bad when the slab gets water damage, all right? That's how much water they had to put on that fire to put it out, okay? Now, I'm not making light of any situation. I'm just talking about rebuilding. They got to go in there and they got to rebuild everything to include new concrete. Now, that's kind of what the Oklahoma City Thunder did. Now, whenever I rebuild something, I take it in phases, guys. I take it in phases. I do phase 1, all right? I sit back and I admire it. Then I do phase 2. I sit back and I admire it. Then I do phase 3 and so on until the project is complete. I never go full balls and just do it all at one time like the Oklahoma City Thunder did. The Thunder's like, screw you guys, Westbrook, you get out of here. I don't care if you've been here for 12 or 15 or 20 years, whatever it's been. You get out of here, you take everybody with you, and we're going to go down here to our local YMCA and we're going to hold tryouts. I don't understand what's going on with the Oklahoma City Thunder, but I don't think that's called rebuilding. I think that's called retooling, and I think that's called there's some shit getting ready to come down maybe. I don't know. All right. So anyway, that's my Oklahoma City Thunder thoughts. I'm not an NBA fan, but, you know, hey, I got to give a shout out to them. And again, I don't know why. This actually clarifies why we can't get an NFL team and we can't get a Major League Baseball team. Hell, guys, we can't keep 5 guys in Oklahoma City to play a basketball game, let alone get 9 out there to play a baseball game, or 22 of them to stick around and play a football game. Nobody wants to be here. Hell, I don't want to be in Oklahoma in the summertime. I mean, shit, you're living 3 feet from the sun. All right? Okay, now, man, I'm getting people on here I haven't seen in years. Let me catch up here with some people. And let's see what's going on real quick. And then I'll get back to my next point, which will bring me to my third and final point. Clint Anderson. Hey, Sergeant Major, how you doing? All right, we got Wayne Hayes, Stephen Hill, LaFay Austin. Oh my gosh, LaFay Austin. Hey, how you doing? I tell you what, guys, LaFay Austin, if you don't know her, you got to meet her. She's one of Enid's pillars, all right, in the community. You got to meet LaFay Austin. And her cooking is awesome, all right? LaFay lived next door to me, or we lived next door to them, however you want to put it, in Cedar Ridge, when there were only 3 houses standing in Cedar Ridge, all right? My best friend's house was the first one that went up, and then ours was the second one to go up, and then I think LaFay's house was the third to go up, if I remember right. But anyway, something like that. But anyway, Cedar Ridge was once a wheat field, and I remember them cutting wheat one summer right around our house, all right? So that's how much Enid's changed, all right? It hadn't changed much since then, but that's what's changed. All right, so anyway, LaFay Austin, it's good to see you. Ryan O'Neill, hey, how are you? That's my cousin, all right? Ed Tucker, hey, Ed, how are you doing, buddy? Good to see you this morning. Again, thank you for your service and all that. Charlie Anderson, hey, how's it going? Charlie is a another Mopar nut, kind of like myself. And if you guys don't, know about your friends on Facebook, I know my viewers. I can say, hey, hey, what's up, Tim? What's going on down there in your world, and everybody just catches up just like that. You need to know your people, who's watching you. Now, speaking of watching me, before I go on to my second thing that I want to talk about, look at me on YouTube, all right? Look at me on YouTube. It's to my understanding, once I get 1,000 followers on YouTube, I'll get my own URL. I don't know exactly what a URL is, but it sounds pretty damn cool. But right now, I'm up to 7 viewers, all right? So if I get 993 of y'all just to go in and just hit the like button on my channel, you don't got to watch it, just like it. And get me up to 1,000 likes on there, and I'll get my own URL. Okay, I really don't know what it is, but I'd kind of be excited to find out what a URL is, because I'm kind of an overachiever, all right? I want to know what's going on. All right, so anyway, you can look me up on YouTube at SSGGRUBOK. It's all in uppercase letters, all right? Staff Sergeant Grubb, Oklahoma, all right? Look me up on YouTube. Now, my second point I want to talk about on Sunday morning is music, all right? And the direction music has gone since I've been alive, okay? And I even like music, I'm going to even go into the 60s. I'm going to start actually in the 60s because I don't know much more about any 50s music other than Elvis Presley and stuff like that. I don't know anything about 50s music, so I'm going to start in the 60s, and we're going to talk about generations, all right? And as I grew up and how music has changed and what it's done to my life, all right? So, in the 60s, no, I wasn't born yet, all right? Matter of fact, what happened was I wasn't even thought of in the 60s yet, okay? So, I was not in Vietnam, contrary to popular belief. People ask me every day, hey, man, how many tours did you do in Nam? Well, I didn't do a damn one because I wasn't even here yet, all right? Okay. All right, so anyway, in the 60s, all right, we had the birth of rock and roll, all right? We had the Beatles. The Beatles were probably the most influential band ever, okay, ever. They set what music was going to be from the 60s, from now until eternity, all right? They are still selling millions of Beatles records every year, all right? They're still in the top 40, in some of their songs, okay? So, the Beatles in the 60s were great, all right? They were great. Everybody thought they were kind of stoned and out there and everything, and their music was psychedelic and didn't mean anything. But let me tell you guys, the Beatles had it going on, okay? And they had many hits. John Lennon and Paul McCartney are probably the 2 best music writers ever, okay? Now, 60s were good because of the Beatles. You also had the Stones, okay? Stones were good. Hey, I like Mick Jagger, He looks kind of funny and everything. He's got big lips and all that. But, hell, he can sing, all right? And then you got Keith Richards playing for him, okay? Now, I would have never seen or thought I'd seen the day where Keith Richards outlived Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and people like that, and he's still going strong, okay? So, anyway, so you had the Stones, and you had the Beatles in the 60s, you had the Mamas and the Papas, you had all that psychedelic music going on in the 60s, okay? Then in the 70s, all right? 70s started the disco era. Okay, now I came along in 71, all right? One night, what happened was I went to a party with my dad, and I came home with my mom. Now, I was born December 21st, so that had to have been like March 21st if I'm doing the math right? So that was like right on spring break time, okay? So anyway, and I do know that it was in the back seat of a Mustang. But anyway, okay. The 70s came around. I came to the Great Earth in 71, all right? Well, also what happened in the 70s, disco started coming out. You had the Bee Gees, all right? You had Night Fever, Night Fever. You know, you had the Bee Gees, all right? Okay, Bee Gees were great. But, now I just said the greatest band in the world was in the 60s with the Beatles. But now I'm going to kind of contradict myself. Kiss came along in 1974, okay, and has changed the world as we know it. You can get anything with Kiss on it, all right? Here's proof. I've got, how do you see that? I've got Kiss Crocs on, all right? Hell, there's Kiss everywhere, all right? Genius. Gene Simmons is a master at selling a product, okay? So he's everywhere. Kiss is everywhere, all right? All right. Now, they're probably not the greatest band in the world, but showmanship and marketing, there's no other band that can top them. No other band that can top Kiss. I don't care. We can argue about this for days, but you're not going to change my mind, all right? Okay, so 74 Kiss came out, changed my life forever, all right? I've been a Kiss fan ever since. All right, now then the late 70s. Late 70s, early 80s. I want to talk about from like 78 to about 83, okay? Let's talk about those 5 years, okay? Now, I really don't remember a whole lot of what was going on in the country at the time. But you had groups coming out like Air Supply, singing, I'm all out of love, I'm all lost without you. You know, you had stuff like that in the mid-'80s by Air Supply, okay? You had, oh man, you know, you started to kind of see not really any rock influence anymore. It was more of the self-love music, okay? It was more of the, I don't know, it was just kind of a weird porno type of music-ish time frame, 78 to 83, okay? I mean, it just was, all right? Now, let's talk about 84, all right? What happened in 84? Oh my God, Metallica comes out. Metallica hits the stage, okay? And they're like, Master, Master, obey your master. I mean, changed everybody's life from then on, okay? Except for mine, because my mom and dad wouldn't let me listen to Master, Master, Master of Puppets is coming your way, Master. They wouldn't let me listen to that shit because they thought it had satanic messages in it and all this shit. Well, it didn't. So I really didn't get to appreciate Metallica until after my second divorce, okay? I'll talk about that here in a little bit. So we had Metallica come out, all right? Changed the world forever. 85, 86, 87, you had great bands come out. You had Great White. You had Poison talking about every rose has a thorn, all right? We're doing the Unskinny Bop, okay? We're doing the, Talk Dirty to Me. I mean, the music was getting good at this point. You know what I'm saying? Just getting good, and it just kept on getting better. Then you got into the later 80s, and you started seeing bands like Pantera pop up. You start seeing, all of these awesome bands started just popping up mid 80s to early 90s, and I'm talking about till about 92-ish, all right? And then 92-ish, it was just like metal hit a wall, all right? And some stoner from Seattle, Washington comes on the radio and is singing, Oh, we are sorry. Oh, we are sorry. Oh, we are sorry. And the dude takes over the world with that shit. And metal is gone as we know it. And now I gotta tune in. I gotta pay $60 a year to XM so I can hear my 80s music. Because Kurt Cobain's sitting up there in Seattle, Washington, singing, oh, we are, oh, we are, oh, we are, oh, we are. That shit's annoying. Okay, then we get into the 2000s. All right, guys? Early 2000s. And this was when I was in my prime, okay? I was in my prime, early 2000s, all right? Fresh out of boot camp, all that stuff. You know, living high on the hog, okay? Well, all right. Party music comes out in 2000s, early 2000s. I mean, you got 50 Cent in the club, all right? You got Outkast, hey y'all, you know, you got stuff like that. All right. All right, now ladies. You know, you had stuff like that. You had party music, okay? From the windows to the walls. I mean, you had the good stuff, okay? You had party music in the early 2000s, all right? Okay, and then in the later 2000s, okay, going up to about 2015, you get back into this boyish band crap, all right? You get into this, I don't know what it is. It's not music. It's not, hell, I don't know what you call it today. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you call it. But it's not music, okay? And then you got some dude singing about riding a horse down some dirt road. Well, I guarantee that horse on that dirt road's going to take you to Brokeback Mountain, all right? I guarantee that's what's going to happen. All right, guys. That's what I got today. It's Sunday. I just kind of wanted this to be fun, kind of sporadic, kind of nothing really planned, you know. So I hope you all enjoyed my progress of rock and roll music, all right, or of music. I hope it helped you out a little bit so you understand my way of thinking about music, okay? And then you know, the talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder thing, man, I don't know. It's going to be hotter outside than it is in the trading office at the general office there at the Thunder, you know, this week. So anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, Tim Metzger said that he was listening to Hip Hop Nation on the radio, and yeah, you're right. The driver does control. He's right, guys. The unwritten rule in a car, proper car etiquette. And I'm going to leave you, well, then I got to close my show, all right? We got to have a devotion. All right. But anyway, yeah, you're right. The driver has control of the radio. All right, I got it. That is, you are correct. The driver has control of the radio. Okay, so anyway, what I want to do today is I want to end my segment like I do every day. All right? I want to end my segment by saying there are 22 veterans a day that commit suicide, okay? All right, that's 22 many, okay? 22 too many veterans that commit suicide every day. What we need to do, guys and gals that are watching me, that are following me on Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff, YouTube, you guys reach out to a veteran today, all right? If you see one at church, all right, tell them, hey, thank you for your service, all right? Go to Lowe's, all right? Go to Lowe's sometime. Lowe's does it right. They let their employees wear camouflage vest, all right? I know this because I talked to two of them yesterday, all right? I thought, you know, I said, hey, thank you for your service, all right? They get big smiles on their face, all right? Tell them thank you for their service. Thank you for what they did, all right? Because they ultimately wrote a blank check to the United States government, given their lives for the United States of America. All right? No illegal alien has done that. All right? There's not a single illegal alien that's done that. All right? So we need to check on our veterans. We need to make sure that they have plenty of food, water, especially this week, guys. It's going to be hot, miserable, and nasty outside. All right? So don't forget to wear your deodorant, too. But anyway, it's going to be hot, miserable, and nasty for the next about 3 weeks. We need to keep our veterans that have very little, we need to keep them in our thoughts and prayers, all right? And we need to maybe take them in, all right? If it's too hot in their house or whatever, guys, if you wouldn't stay in their house, they don't need to stay in their house. Just kind of think of it that way. Offer to take them to your home and hang out or something, you know? But check on your veterans, all right? They keep stuff balled up. They don't want to talk about it, all right? So give them a call. Tell them, you know, hey, thank you for your service. Is there anything I can do for you? You know, whatever. Just be nice to a veteran, all right? Let's prevent 22 veteran suicides a day. All right, guys? All right. Again, I want to thank everybody that's tuning in this morning and that tunes in every day when they watch me, all right? I mean, you know, I mean, right here's some good music right here. Back it up. Yeah, back it up. See, that's what I'm saying. They had some good music back in the early 2000s, all right, guys? So anyway, that's my spiel today. I'm going to go listen to this music. I'm going to come up with a dance, all right? I'll post it soon. You guys have a great day. Take care. God bless. And God bless the United States of America. All right? You all take care. All right.